I'm very confused about my career as what should I do? I have no mentor. Sir, please explain to me what I should do. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a tough question. So I recommend taking my complete job course and also taking my 30-day challenge to a more productive and happier you course, because there's a goal setting workshop in here on steroids that'll help you kind of crystallize your thought process and understand, where you should be headed career wise. Here's just the goal setting page here. And that will help you a lot. But the bottom line is that you got to do what you're most passionate about in life. Too many people choose their careers to impress other people or make other people proud of them, like their parents or whatever it is. I'm not saying that's you, but in general, if your parents want you to be an engineer or, God forbid, a lawyer, don't do it for them. Do it for you. If it makes you happy, do it. Otherwise, you're always everybody else's prisoner in your mind. This is your life. You got one life to live. And if you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself you're going to work, then with all due respect, you're doing it wrong. You got to find your passion, your raison d'être. What was the reason you were put on this earth? And Mark Twain had that great quote, which is the two most important days in your life are, number one, the day you're born, and number two, the day you find out why. Just figure out what makes you happy in life and run after that. And I promise you'll be successful. I promise you, as long as you're willing to fail a bunch of times. Please fail a bunch of times. So, it's and you might not find your passion and purpose till later in life. For me, I wish I didn't work on Wall Street. I wish I went right to teaching. It took me a while. But if you chase money, you lose your dreams and your money. If you chase your dreams, as long as you're willing to fail a couple times, at least, please fail a couple times at least, then not only your dreams come true, but the money will come, I promise you, accidentally. It's true. Anybody that's been very successful in business or any aspect in life has failed more times than you and I have combined. So for every successful entrepreneur you hear of out there, one thing they don't tell you is how many times they failed. They failed a lot. Even Bill Gates, one of his first companies was called Trafo Data. When you're on the road and you drive over those little wire bump things, counting cars. That was one of his companies. It failed. A lot of people have failed in business. J.K. Rowling, God bless her. She was a single mother, and she was an assistant. She hated her job. And she got rejected about 30 times from different publishers. She failed a lot, but she followed her heart and what she loves doing most. And she was successful because of it. And even with me, like, people think I'm crazy doing what I'm doing. I get calls from venture capital firms and hedge funds saying, Chris, do you want to come back? Are you finished doing this little teaching thing? No, this is what I want to do. This is me. It's embedded within the DNA subfabric of who I am. This is what I am. This is what I want to do. I don't care if I can make more money doing something else. I don't care. This is what I want to do. And no one that's ever changed the world or created a successful company has done it just for the money. It's never been about the money. They're just passionate about what they do. Check out Sir Richard Branson. Doesn't have an education. You don't need one. He became very successful. He's a very positive person, and he's failed a lot too. A lot of people don't realize that. He's failed a lot. And I got to show you my favorite quote ever. Give me 1 second. Hopefully this will work with this new angle here. Michael Jordan said, I've failed over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed. And by the way, I went to Etsy.com and got this custom made. That's ETSY.com. But no, and as Mark Cuban said, you only have to be right in business one time. That's it. So yeah, and do what you're passionate about. Do what you love doing, and I promise you, you will be successful, and you will live your life in your own terms. When I go to see a baseball game or a sporting event, when I watch the players, they're not. They don't tell themselves, "Oh God, I got to go to work today." They do it because they love doing it. When Bruno Mars creates a new album, he's not doing it because he wants money. He's doing it because he loves it. He loves it. why can't you be a rock star as well? Why can't you reinvent yourself? Doesn't matter how old or how young you are. Keep chasing your dreams and don't give a damn what anyone thinks of you. Otherwise, you'll always be their prisoner. But if you keep chasing your dreams, and you fail a bunch of times, and I want you to, then you will become not only very successful, but very happy. And the money will come eventually. It will, I promise you. I promise you. And I want to do whatever I can to help you make your goals become a reality. Humbly, if I can. For all of you that have applied to the MBA degree program, I asked you, right, as part of your essay for admission, what are your 10-year goals? I want to help you make them become true if I humbly can.